Alright, so we're going to take a look at the app Educreations, and it's a lot like Screen Chomp. One of the things I do like about this though is you can actually add more pages. You can see I'm on page 1 of 1. If I tap down here in the corner, then I can add another one, so I'm on page 2. So that's kind of a nice feature. Also down the bottom here we have some different backgrounds that you can choose if you needed line paper or graph paper or something like that. Um, but it's fairly easy to use. You'll see you have 4 different colors. One of the newest options is I can actually change the colors here, so if I tap on whichever one selected, I can make it different. And anytime you're recording, you would obviously want to do this before you got started, because it is bad video to do that during the video. You'll see that I can add text. That's one of the features I like here, so I can tap anywhere and I can put my name, and when I'm done I just tap off it. Now that I've added an object, you'll see I have the blue finger here that allows me to move the object. Okay, so next to that I have my picture. So like a lot of programs, I can get pictures from the camera, photos, Dropbox. This one actually allows me to search the web. Anytime you search the web though, you always want to be careful. For the most part, Educreations is filtered pretty well, but you always want to be careful there. So I'm just going to choose a photo here. I'm going to go to my camera roll. I've been using this one, so I'm just going to continue to use it. Before it comes in, you see I can mess with the height, width, I can rotate. For my purposes, I'm just going to accept it, so I tap on it. If I tap on it again, I can always fix it later, so I can shrink it in, do whatever I want with it, and move it. Okay. I do have my undo and redo buttons, and I have an eraser, which is a newer feature. So if I, draw this and then I decide to actually move my picture, I had to click back on the hand, and my arrow doesn't work anymore. I can erase it, and I have some different options here. I can clear the page or clear the ink. If I clear the page, it'll completely wipe out everything. So once you get everything done, you can then start recording. I'm going to go to page 2, and I'm just going to draw a line there just to demonstrate that. So once I've got everything set up, I can hit the record button, and it starts recording right away. You can see it's counting there. I do have a pause button, so it allows me to stop, do whatever I need to. If I need to move the picture, remember I've got to select the arrow. I'm going to erase that, go to my hand here to move that. Okay, so I'm going to hit record again. So I could talk, okay, my name's Dave, this is my son, he's playing baseball. I can go to page 2, and he plays baseball at Madison. Okay, and I can continue on. When I'm done, I just hit the pause button again, and then I just click on done. Now one of the things with Education is if I totally messed up, I could start over. I'm going to go ahead and hit save the lesson. Educations does have an account that you can set up through them, and what it allows you to do then is to access all your videos on another device if you go to Educreations and to your account. So I'm just going to call this one baseball. The description's optional. I'm going to click next. So I can make it private, public, or my school. If I click back, it takes me here, and I'm going to choose public in this case, and I have to choose a area. So I'm logged in as the wood wrangler right now, and if I can choose all of this, so I'll just put computer technology, and if I click on save, it's going to save my lesson. So now that's one way that it's been saved. And I should be able to access this online, or I could access it on the iPad itself. So the other thing I can do, and I'm just going to demonstrate real quick. I'm just going to put a squiggly mark, record for a second. You do have to record in order to save anything. So I'm going to hit done. I'm going to save the lesson. Give it a title. Let me see if it's going to make me. Alright, so I'm just going to call this test. I'm going to click next, and I'll say public. And at this point, let me pause this for just a second. Alright, So I had to play for just a second because it had been a while since I'd used this. And the last time, you'll notice down here it said Wood Wranglers because I was signed into the account. So what I actually did was I signed out of the account. So this time I'm pretending like I don't have an account, and this is what it would look like. You can choose public or private. It doesn't really matter because we don't have an account. So I'll just click private, and when I click save, it's going to say, oh, create an account or log in. If you don't have an account, or you don't want to save it on the web, you can just hit cancel, and what it's going to do, it's going to save the lesson, and it will actually be on the device. So you'll see now, earlier when I saved it I had a bunch more lessons, but now I only have 2, and they're only on this device. So that's how easy it is. Hopefully this will help. If not, there's probably another video on YouTube that will help you out. So thanks.